For your consideration.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get rid of my gum.
Is that a cup?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a lens.
It's photographer swag that John has.
There it is. Okay, that's not yours.
Why would that be mine?
No, that's not yours.
Yeah.
For your consideration. Mm-hmm. BBL Drizzy.
Wow.
BBL Drizzy.
Your voice has broken like the spirit of every Drake fan.
BBL Drizzy. Mm-hmm. You think of the singer? Pause. Best BBL in history. When a black person says history and not history, best BBL in history.
Out of all the scenarios, when he dropped that line, Metro short Joe ho ass up and make some drums, nigga. In his wildest dreams, did you think he thought that this would be the repercussion from that?
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Because I didn't either. I remember going to the group and laughing and saying, Metro can't even rap. How we can respond?
He created a new genre of beats called distrumentals. You know what you do? Now, you know what you do? You fight back how you can. And then you know what you do? You adapt.
You adapt like a motherfucker.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
Welcome to Respectfully. We have been gone for a minute, and I think every time we planned to go in on this topic, we were concerned about what else might happen, and it would be immediately dated. Mm-hmm. The last time we recorded, we were saying that who had to respond? I think Drake had to respond to Like That.
To Like That, yes.
So we missed everything. We missed the entire battle. Well, not miss it. We just didn't publish anything for the entire battle. And from then, me and you had the back and forth of how powerful respect is. And to revisit it, I still don't know. Because you know what? And before you go off on this, I would say...
I'm not patting tables today. We're good.
No. Listen, you, all the Kendricks, all the FBAs... You deserve to have your pound of flesh. Don't loop
me in with them.
It's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Don't do that.
I know what I am.
Don't do that.
I know what I am. I know what I am. You had to choose sides.
Yeah,
you had to choose sides.
You did.
I wore this shirt on the news. I tagged you and Kari and I said, stop being cowards. Choose a side. Because I know y'all were fans of both. I said, choose a side. I made y'all. I get it.
That aged like Diddy's legacy. That's how that aged.
Or like his face. Did you see that nigga's face in this video? Anyway, we have to go there after. But so when we left off, if this was an episode of X-Men, when we left off, our heroes were debating which is more important, the tangible means of success or the cultural definition of success, which in hip hop, a lot of that comes with respect of your peers, respect of your elders, respect of the OGs. You argued on the latter, that is the respect. And you argued that that's what Drake really wants. You were 100% right. Yeah. I got to give you your flowers. 100% right. I was off.
BBL Drizzy.
All right.
Here's my thing with Drake, right? And let me give you, let me shoot you some bail. I understand your point, you know.
Yeah.
I understood your point. There's never a point. By the way, there's a podcast me and Niall did. It never came down because I was banging on the table doing a bunch of shit. It was fucked up. It was bad. But like, Niall's point was always, why do you care about respect? You're making money. You're the #1 artist in the world. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head down and just go through. Right?
All of the dreams that everyone has that picked up a microphone, that bang on the table, that freestyle, you have achieved all of it.
You've done everything.
You've reached the mountaintop.
Right. You've literally successfully conquered every genre except country. Like you've done it. You're the king of the hill, quite literally.
I feel like he was gonna go for that too.
But y'all forget this is a light skinned man. We can't. I know he's biracial. I'm not saying he's light skinned by complexion or hue.
Light skinned by action.
He's light skinned in his heart. In his heart is light skin. Let me use Frank. A shout out to my personal hero and a shaman within our circle, Frank, aka Miguel.
The most problematic man you don't know.
Miguel is not light skinned, but he's light skinned by complexion, but he's not light skinned in his heart.
No, he's not light skinned in his heart.
That man is Draymond Green in his heart. Like that's a demon.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But like with Drake, you don't make this up. I knew Drake was light skinned from like every other song from comeback season.
Yeah.
Up until now, he calling gals names. Mm-hmm. If me and Nal are single men, and we go out and let's say we go to Cuba, y'all will see food, y'all will see the beach, and y'all will see museums. Y'all ain't gonna see the trip.
Andrew, I went to Cuba and there was one picture. It's a picture of me behind the counter in our apartment doing a shot.
Someone caught you slipping.
That's it.
Someone caught you sleeping.
No, I posted it.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only picture. Doing a shot. I was taking it like, hey, me and the boys.
I was in Costa Rica for 2 weeks. Not 1, 2. Mm-hmm. You know what I posted? Mountains.
Jungle.
So, ceviche.
What else is there?
Not a goddamn thing now. I'm glad. Thank you for asking.
I saw the ceviche and I was like, Andrew ain't even eat that.
No, I did not.
And that's knowing your boys.
No, on God, I did not.
I believe you. I 100% know you didn't.
I'm missing. Let me set up some proof of life. Let me add a little song to it. You know what I mean? You know, we out there. And this is where I'm at. And don't worry about the rest.
Playing the game.
Took pictures of my sister. Oh, look. Tara's here as well. Look how safe I am. No incest. Mm-hmm. You're just chilling. Yeah. Just vibing. But Drake was calling too many names. He was getting upset about too many things. Yeah. And then I think the Canadian angle really, him being Canadian, I think that really was a linchpin in all of this.
Okay, so let's unpack a lot of this, right? Everybody knows about the micro themes in this battle. Everybody knows, shit, you've had content creators from everywhere talk about the macro themes in this battle. At the very heart of it, like me and you were saying, it was which one means more to you. And I think what Kendrick did was so masterful because he explained to you why.
I knew you.
I'm not debating that Drake won, you know. Like, listen.
What'd you say?
What Kendrick did was so masterful. Oof. Because.
Goosebumps. It feels so good. It feels so good.
Drake tried to make this the fun, lighthearted type of diss tracks that he always did. Mm-hmm. He came out saying, "You are short.
Your feet are small, pipsqueak." He said pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak, pipe down. And I like to say that part so much. I still listen to push-ups. I listen to push-ups all the time. I say pipsqueak, pipe down.
It's a great gym song.
And then what happened is that man responded, basically tearing apart your entire psyche, explaining to people why that respect factor means so much to him. Mm-hmm. Going back to his family lineage, saying this is why he is who he is. He's a bad person and this is why. And ain't really no defense for that, bro. And listen, Drake lost. And like I told you many times before since this happened, I am a Dolphin fan. I know how to deal with loss. Mm-hmm. Like, we lose all the time. We have delusions about the draft, who you sign in free agency, get back on the horse, do the same thing all over again. I know how this thing goes. So like the same thing's going to happen with Drake. It's going to be fine. But dog, there's no way to even argue at this point that he won. The only thing we can say is that he isn't scared.
No, and I want to sit on this podcast and bash him completely. The one thing I was really impressed with, he got into the ring, he held his fucking own. You can't bash the man for that. Like the industry is after him. The biggest names in the industry are like and Ross are like because Ross ain't, Ross is, that's it. Yeah. So like the biggest names in the industry are coming after him. By the way, side note. Future and 21 Savage been so quiet. 21 Savage is like, my parents are fighting. I'm not getting in this.
Can I tell you something?
Go.
And I feel like this way about all the Atlanta niggas. Future in particular. I feel like Future cry having to diss Drake.
Yes.
I feel like Future did the parent. I heard him. Future did the parent when I beaten you. This is hurting me more than it's hurting you.
You know that meme with Wesley Snipes aiming the gun? He like tears in his eyes. I think that was Future.
Yeah, New Jack City.
And let's be clear, Drake didn't really diss Future.
Drake didn't really go with him. Said in Family Matters, me and Pluto never been through it. I know this ain't you.
It's impersonal.
Metro did this. That lame ass nigga Leyland Wayne. This ain't you, Future. I know you didn't do it. So he probably saying, you know what? He forced you into this. Like he twists your arm somehow because Drake refused to believe that Future would willingly just go out there and diss him like that.
And it's the perfect segue to these niggas really hate Drake, boy.
No, they do. They do.
No, Metric and Kendrick especially. Like, this is not, as a matter of fact, it's to the point now where I don't even think Kendrick hates Drake. I think it's disdain.
He hates the essence of who he is and how something like that became the number one thing of hip hop. And this is what the FBAs have on their flag, which they have been waving high. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, Drake. I love his music. I've loved his music since 2008, 2009. Drake may very well be a terrible person to people in the industry. Yeah. That part, I don't know. Now, the pedophile stuff, that's something different.
That's not true. I doubt.
I can't even swear for that.
Let me walk that
swearing
back.
For none of these people.
I won't swear for that. But I said to my cousin Kenny on the phone, because he was like, "Boy, like, what information is Drake going to be able to get on Kendrick?" I said, it's going to come to a point. I called it. It's going to come to the point. They just have to lie.
Yeah.
They just have to lie. Like, to this day, do we know if Jay-Z ever took a karate class?
No. It don't matter. Like, this one of Charlemagne's top lines that he say all the time, and it actually was so true with this battle. Nobody cares about the truth if the lie is more entertaining.
Way more entertaining.
Like,
way more entertaining.
It don't actually matter. You just got to get enough people to repeat it, enough people to say it. Who cares about the truth at the end of the day? Ain't nobody going back to fact check this shit now. You know, it's over.
It's a wrap.
Nobody fact checking any of this. The only thing that could change this, and Kari said it when we was talking about it in the group, the only thing that could actually change anyone's view on this is if you hear from Whitney and Whitney be like, yeah, boy.
Right.
That's it.
And shout out to Whitney. She got low. She balled ahead, which I think Kendrick stressed her the fuck out. But
she did that during this? Oh, that was before.
I think that was before.
Oh, okay.
But don't forget, Miss Morale was how he was like cheating so aggressively.
Oh.
But she went full Jada Pinkett, like full fade.
Yeah, but see, ain't nobody care about that shit.
Yeah, come on now. What we doing? Still get it.
It's the price of doing business, dude.
It's a champagne of victory.
That's the cost.
Yo, from I see a gal cut her hair after me and her break up, I'm like, shit, I had it like that. Right,
wait, have you ever had that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. I've never had that.
That feels so fucking good, right?
Never had that.
I had a haircut and someone go to gals.
Oh, I've had that.
Yeah, that feels good too. But like,
does it?
I did that. I was so terrible to you as a person that you was like, let me.
You swore off all men.
She was like, I can't fuck with niggas no more.
This is how sick I am.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the go to gals thing and I thought, is this a challenge?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I do a course correction?
Spin the block.
Can I win? Can I put one back in our column?
Yes.
I couldn't. But I wondered.
You didn't try spin the block? I did. And I'm proud to say I was victorious. And then after that facade died out and deflated, I was like, okay, you go back to yes.
I'm gonna share too much. Okay. Yes. So
that.
All right. So Drake wanted to chase after this respect thing, and that's why he engaged in the first place. Mm-hmm. And my whole problem with it was, why do you even have to care what these people think? Why should it matter to you what these people think? Whether at the end of the day, these people respect you as one of the greats and they put you on Mount Rushmore of hip hop, who gives a shit? It shouldn't matter. But Kendrick explained everything to why it does matter, and it was some of the same stuff that you and Kari were saying, and it goes back to all the issues with the way his family is constructed, and we are saying all the time he wants this acceptance. Mm-hmm. That's why he goes to these. That's why he'll go to Atlanta. That's why he'll go to Houston. That's why he'll tap in with all of these different people, because he wants the acceptance, because hip hop is so regional and the regional ties are so strong into how you make music, but he don't have that in Toronto. No. Toronto is a melting pot. Toronto is like New York.
Yeah. Well, on top of that too, one of my friends, Mazzara, I did check the temperature in the room with Torontonians, if you will. And I was talking to my friend Mazzara. She goes, we don't fuck with Drake like that. I said, really? She goes, no one fucks with him like that. As a matter of fact, she was saying the issue they had with Drake was all the Toronto rappers who were good, he would like not fuck with them. But if you were okay and kind of bad, he would try and put you on, just say he's trying to put you on, knowing they would fail. She said that's why Tory was so important. Tory Lanez was so important to like Toronto, because like he was the nigga who came like from the mud with no assistance from Drake and did what he had to do. So when your own city ain't fucking with you, when your own city, like when Kendrick said the thing with the Chinese restaurant, and everyone went there, like that's kind of bad.
It was damning for me. That was the most
damning.
That was the most damning part, and I had to be like, you know what? Well, maybe they right on some of the shit. Like maybe the reason why so much of these dudes hate him, because at first I was like, no, y'all just jealous because it ain't y'all at the top.
Right.
Y'all just jealous because he doesn't have the same shared experiences that y'all have, and so the thing that Americans do all the time is they point at something and it says, you are other. I don't like anything about you. That's an American thing. That ain't strictly a white American thing. That's an American thing. So I thought they was just doing that. But the fact that nobody said anything, right? And I get that if
no one from Canada spoke up for him.
Not even just Canada, hip hop in general. And I get it may be a hip hop thing, like, hey, let them do what they doing. It ain't up to me to say anything about either side. That I can understand. But now everything. The only person who I even heard say something is what Yachty doing that interview.
Yachty was very humble.
Yeah.
He's very quiet.
For people to just go radio silent, it has to make you think, well, is there a point to a lot of the shit that Kendrick was saying?
I have to agree with that because 1,000 Frenchmen can't be wrong. Everyone was saying Whitney Houston's on crack. Everyone. He was like, she's on crack. And we was like, no, not that good Whitney, and it kind of like she's on crack. If all these people are saying the same thing about you, I'm not saying he's a terrible person, but there's something off. It's something off in his personality. It's something off in his business acumen. It's something off of just Drake in general, to where the entire industry really don't want to fuck with you on a level. And it's kind of telling on the relationships these dudes have, because I don't even remember when Wait For You came out with Drake and Future. I remember thinking to myself, they're not even shopping this song. The song is just so good that it's just doing the numbers by itself. But when you're forced to work with a nigga you really don't fuck with, you think he's weird, you think he's a goon, you think he like possibly problematic or whatever. He's fucking everyone girl. Like, so then you gotta fuck with heat. You can't not fuck with heat. So getting that Drake effect is real. If I get Drake on this song, it's gonna take the fuck off. But when you have to work with a dude you don't like, that's difficult. Like, that's hard.
I think a part of it, we know, a part of it is I think the absolute power did ultimately corrupt him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, because it got to a point where he could do no wrong. I used to make jokes all the time saying, okay, Drake got a new album coming out. I don't even have to listen. I can tell y'all the review now. And I would say, I like this. I was random song.
Just by the names.
Yeah. Even before I saw it, I'd be saying stuff like, wait, track 8 was fire. Remember when he said this, and that? And I'd be doing it facetiously, but being that big of a fan, you felt like, you know what? Can't do no wrong. And if I felt like that, the person who actually doing this stuff and is getting all the benefits from it, imagine what he feels like. And we already said he doesn't have the strong regional ties like how a New York nigga would have, or an Atlanta nigga would have, or Houston nigga would have. He ain't really had the backdrop of that home hip hop environment to go back to, because for the reasons he was talking about, that probably didn't even exist in Toronto. It ain't like Toronto have this deep, rich, embedded hip hop scene to begin with. Toronto got pieces of different cultures all, smashed together to become something different. So when you just around floating like that and you feel like you are too powerful, something's got to bring you down. Every empire's got to fall, and you can only be at the top doing maybe some unscrupulous shit for so long before something like this happens. And that created this anti-hero figure out of Kendrick, who is someone who I don't feel like you ain't the hero.
Kendrick put it perfectly.
But he's the hero they needed.
He's
the hero they needed because nobody else could do this. Rick Ross couldn't do this.
No.
Future didn't want to do it.
At all. At all.
I don't think it was anyone else could do this. And the reason why no one else could do it is because we saw him lost to a better rapper.
Yeah.
We saw him lose to Pusha T. Well, it didn't mean anything.
And to be clear, he lost by default. He lost because he didn't get into the ring. So I think he felt like he had to get in the ring this time.
No, he did. He did get in the ring.
Duppy freestyle.
Duppy was great.
That's his best song.
Duppy was actually, hot take, Duppy was better than the Adonis song,
Let me be very clear with you about something now. That Adonis song is not good.
It's just the content of it.
Once, listen, I was like, all right, push your rapping, okay, cool. The minute I heard, you are hiding a son, bring that boy back home, I was like, oh, and that was it.
That is what
we've heard way better Pusha bars.
That's what won. And after that, Drake couldn't do anything but be a forward-facing father and do all of the Nile stuff. after that.
Do we think, it's a nasty question, do we think Adonis is Adonis if Pusha doesn't drop that diss track?
Yeah. Yeah, because you know what's the thing? And you would think he learned from all this tactical stuff in the Pusha battle. There was
nothing.
There was going to be a rollout. There was going to be a rollout he was going to Adidas at this point.
Yep.
There was going to be a rollout. It was going to happen. That's a part of that's how so much of this even got out there in the first place. They beat him to that punch. So if you bring this out, then all of that had to cancel.
I don't want to make this a Frank heavy podcast, but at the end of the day, all this boils down to one thing. Say it.
Gals.
You know how Pusha got the information?
Gals.
Yeah. 40 was grinding one gal. The gal went and told Pusha, gals.
So here's the thing, right? And so from that battle, what he seemed to have learned, which was a terrible lesson to learn, is, if I could just get the hottest piece of gossip,
right,
then I'm going to win.
Right.
That's why he was doing all of that shit. But no, you're right. He felt that he had to get in the ring because we know them two been subbing each other for a long time. And I was saying this when like that came out. He doesn't have to engage. And you was there saying, no, he has to. He has to if he wants to be considered this. And I was like, fuck these niggas. But no, he wants to be considered that. So he got in the ring and he got knocked the out.
I still maintain he had to do it. I
understand why.
I don't think Jay-Z is Jay-Z without the battle with Nas. Jay-Z lost no steam. Blueprint 2 was amazing. 444 is one of my favorite albums. Like, lost no steam, but you got to do that if you want to be at the top. So my question to you is, acknowledging the Kendrick one, and by the way, Kendrick won, let me give Drake more flowers, by a very slim margin. I can tell you right now, Family Matters is a great track.
It's the one I listened to the most out of this whole thing. And that ain't even just me being OVO now. That's the one I listened to the most out of this.
It's a great track. But I'm sorry, if after you drop a great track, like a fantastic track,
it got smothered,
and 20 minutes later, this happens, that slows your entire momentum down.
And that's where it was won.
That's bing.
The battle wasn't won with They Not Like Us.
No.
That was icing on the cake. That was filler. That was just running up the score. The battle was won when everyone was enjoying Family Matters.
The time of their life.
20 minutes later, that ominous shit dropped.
Did you see? I want you to go on YouTube. I should send it to you. The reaction videos, the reaction to reaction videos of Kendrick dropping. And they're like, Family Matters, yeah, woo, boy, Drake talking. Kendrick dropped. And it's like, everyone looks scared. Everyone looks terrified. And of course, everyone blinks at like, they're Adonis. And like, wait, what? That is a nasty way to start a diss track.
He said that man should die.
Twice. He said it twice.
It might be even more than twice.
Kendrick gotta be the most impolite nigga. My mother's name is Sandra. This man said, dear Sandra. Who you talking to? That's Miss Bain, sir. I know we dissed each other. That's Miss Bain.
Dog.
Put some respect on him immediately.
And that's where it was lost. And here's the thing. I didn't even think the Hard Part 6 was bad. But he was too defensive.
It's a great track.
He was too defensive.
Your entire song can be, I ain't ripping no one, I ain't ripping no one. Millie Bobby Brown. No one called this gal name, bro.
He was
no one called Millie Bobby Brown name.
Yeah, but he was trying to do the 8 Mile thing where I know what you have in the chamber. Let me just go out here and say that. People been talking about the Millie Bobby Brown thing since Stranger Things.
100%.
So
don't put that on the track though. The entire track can be I'm not a child molester.
He was too defensive.
I'm not a pedophile. Like that's the whole track.
He was backpedaling the whole time.
Worst bar of all time is I'm too rich to be a pedophile.
Oh God.
I was like, that's their bag.
Oh God.
That's literally what rich people do. They fuck children.
So the Republicans keep telling us. But that's what it is.
That's literally what you do when you're rich, apparently.
I heard that and I was like,
Drake.
And I didn't even hang my head after Kendrick was rapping like he trying to get the slaves free. I didn't even hang my head after that because I understood that.
I understood what he meant, but I understood people being like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah, no. I get the backlash from it. But I hung my head immediately when he went down the whole I got too much money to be a pedophile thing because...
Here's the thing, though.
Epstein had so much money.
Let's see. Epstein made money off the rich pedophiles.
No, rich R. Kelly was at the time of his imprisonment.
So rich. We were children watching him pee on a child. We were like, anyway, happy people. Yeah.
But and that right there should tell you all of this shit is confirmation bias based on whether you like the guy or not.
We didn't care.
They just felt like it was Drake time to go. Because Andrew, to this day, I don't care what generation it is, you go to any family function, tell me if they ain't still play Michael Jackson.
Yes. Yes. What you mean? I listened to Liberian Girl No Louder last night. I was high on my mind. Liberian Girls, like, sing, nigga. Okay, the kids, all right, Macaulay Culkin, but I don't know. You gave us Thriller. I can't. What you want me to do?
All of this shit is so
Chris Brown beat Rihanna in that car. Now, if you're American, you're outraged. But then Under the Influence comes on, and you're like, a fucking Robert Tyson. You're like, yeah, buddy. Here's the thing. Black people, as a culture,
Yeah.
if you keep doing well and keep making us dance and give us a bop, we will forgive you.
The FBA's to Americans. Now, I want to take it away. Hold on. I want to take it away from the actual battle because, I mean, it ain't really too much to say about it now. Yeah. It's done. But the themes that came out of this that were the most annoying things that I discovered. Number one, and I wasn't joking when I said this because I can acknowledge that Kendrick Lamar is a great rapper and also say that I didn't listen to a whole lot of his music because I honestly didn't. And so, yeah, I do believe that he's great. Going into it, I felt like Drake was an underdog because I was like, this dude is a better rapper. Mm-hmm. I did not know how annoying his fan base was. I did not know how crazy and conspiracy driven his fan base was. I learned that in this battle. And I know Drake fans have a whole lot of that in them too. But I feel like the Kendrick fans really showed their hands as being some of the worst people in the world.
The Kendrick fans, this is, I hate to bring comics into it. This is DC versus Marvel.
You don't hate to bring comics into it. You bring comics into it because you're speaking in a language that you feel like I can understand.
Well said.
Okay.
Know your boys. This is DC versus Marvel. Marvel fans want the big kablooey, the big kaboom, and jokes, and fun is brightly lit, and at the end of the day, someone wins. And Drake always wins. He's a fucking winner.
Yeah.
Kendrick, Mr. Morale, that was a therapy album. The whole album is like, I cheated, I fucked on my wife, I'm a bad person, get therapy. My daddy didn't hug me. And you're sitting there like, all right, this ain't, I ain't a gym, bro. Okay, I know me and my daddy have a terrible relationship.
Why you ain't just do your therapy in private like we did?
Make me dance, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Griselda does an amazing job. We sell poison to community and we murder. That's what I needed.
Funny, oddly enough, that's how he ran up the score.
Yeah.
Did the exact opposite.
Yes.
All the shit that they called Drake, it was like, we are going to do this thing.
Right.
And that's how we could beat him in his own game.
So Kendrick fans are the remnants of the conscious rapper crew. That's your Talib Kweli's, that's your Commons, that's your whatever. All those, and let me be clear, I'm speaking as...
Who are the three names you called? Very problematic.
All.
So they don't even, like...
We don't talk about how problematic Common is.
Talib?
Talib is also very problematic.
What? Talib? They talk about...
But here's the thing. Because they're conscious rappers... They get a blight.
They get a blight from the wooden beaded, we don't wear deodorant crowd.
I actually agree with you. Kendrick is probably a terrible person, but he made Father Time. He talked about his daddy issues. He does therapy rap. Like, leave him alone. He's a good guy. No, he's fucking not. He's just a better rapper than Drake. But the Kendrick fans, they're like, y'all don't understand what's going on. I was that guy.
I hate when they tell me I don't understand. That was the number one thing that was bothering me when you be like, you don't understand his music. I am smarter than you.
Yes.
Like, just you listening to his album does not substitute for reading a book. I read many books. You're not smarter than me because you like his music and I like Real Boston Richie and Boss Man D-Lo.
I hate you so fucking much.
He is the best.
I hate you for knowing these things.
He's the best.
You know why I hate when you say things like that?
He's the best.
Because then his head of music is like, this is genuinely good.
And you know I mean it?
It has been so hard to confess to you, like, this shit is good. Because I remember...
You ain't no way you to that station, and you ain't been hearing Left Pocket Full of Clean 50s, Right Pocket Full of Blue.
I was... This is last year, and now I'm an avid fan of female hip-hop. So am I. I'm just not...
Yeah, what you trying to say? Are you not?
No. That's not slander.
I'm an ally.
He is in ways. So I remember hearing
like Tomorrow too.
I was about to bring it up. Tomorrow too, because like this bullshit. Or doing talking about they pussy and da.
Yeah.
And then Cardi went off. And I was like,
and then Cardi started.
I'm building condos in this bitch head. I said,
Yeah.
yo, I turned into a sassy little woman. I was like, building condos in these niggas' head, bro. Yeah. I was song of the summer.
She say she get with me. Who say that you can, ho?
I have problems with no one.
Tell you that you can.
I have a stable job. I don't have beef with no one. I have good friends. Me and you talk once a month if we have to. Like I'm in a great place.
Everything cool. Everything cool.
I don't know who condos I'm building in who head, but it got me rejuvenated. You see what I'm saying? But to that end, Kendrick fans believe they're smarter because as a common fan, as these. You remember the days of MSN Messenger?
Yeah.
You were there. Mm-hmm. This like T1 connection days.
Sign in and out repeatedly just so she see that. Because I put my message here in my username. I ain't got to type to you. But if I sign in and out 14 times, you would know I talking about you.
Yes. When they put the little Y, you could go to your fucking music thing and people could see your music.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, let me drop fucking.
Yeah.
Coleman had a bar. This is how I know how stupid these fans are. Coleman had a bar on Electric Circus called. Anyway, the bar goes, P.S. to the concrete. Sorry, letter to the concrete. P.S. Be strong. You are at your hardest when you didn't even try. I put it on my MSN stats like, yo. You know how much gas? I was like, oh my God, what does this even mean? This is so heavy. Like, it's so deep. Because, like, for real, like, concrete, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like, you gotta think, like, these rappers, at the time, Jay-Z had a big pimp, and I was like, I can't listen to that Jay-Z shit. Like, he ain't talking about nothing for real. Like, Common really talking. Like, you know what I mean? That was the dumbest fucking line of all time.
Meanwhile, Big Pimpin'.
Good time.
That shit was right.
Canopy, the canopy. Yo, I was like, but low key, I'm in the club on so like, yo, shout to Jay-Z. But in my personal time, I'm like, yeah, this way I listen to.
Yeah.
To get women. Any man who says he reads The Prophecy by Khalil Gibran is trying to get pussy.
Andrew. Top 3. Go ahead and say it. Number one on the list. I buy it just from posting the Drake quote to social medias. That's why he means so much to me too. I ain't gonna lie. But he
means the world to me, bro.
But I'm trying.
What? But bugging.
but like it's so crazy how we want and it's everything from the clothes we wear to the music we listen to. We want everything to be a representation of this is who I am, and yes. I need everyone to know that. Yes. And I feel like so much of they made legitimately like Kendrick, and of course, what this eventually became was a cross section of Kendrick love and Drake hate, and that just caused the numbers to double, maybe even triple in size. But so much of the people that just came from the perspective of you don't understand what he's saying because he really spitting. Yeah, bro, we get it. It's okay for you to just say you don't really like it as much as you like this other stuff. That's all.
I ain't gonna lie. In the moment, right, when Kendrick dropped, and I can admit this, I was in the studio. The radio studio, not like the studio.
I thought you was I thought you was gonna spit a me and 16.
No, I don't. Like, I don't even have 6.
What happened?
I was in the studio.
I have 6.
I have.
You got 4.
I got what? Like against you?
It gotta be me. Why we battling?
Me, you, John, Kari, the false god, Ricardo Wells.
Yeah.
Out of us 5, who you think is outbarring who? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so first round.
I scared of what Carter can come up with.
I think Ricardo's the biggest problem in this battle.
I think he's the biggest problem in the battle. Because to me,
him and Kyrie.
To me, Carter would go the Kendrick route.
Yeah.
I think he most likely to go the Kendrick route.
It'll get dark.
And it'll get dark.
What if
I don't want no part of that.
I can see John doing a bilingual. Be like,
we was in no lie. We was here doing the news, just talking about diss tracks, and John was like, "But you think they bad? Listen to this Shakira diss track." And I was like, you know what? I need this, John, because I need to see like what white people disses is be like, or what Hispanic people disses is be like. And apparently, this nigga who cheat on Shakira and she make a whole diss track about the gal, and I was like, yeah, let me hear this shit, John, because I don't want to hear this not like us no more.
Did John tell you how that cheating happened?
Yes.
It's a great over jam.
John, give me the whole backstory.
She got slipping
Peanut butter.
Oh, it
was a specific type of peanut butter.
Gals are diabolical.
And niggas just be dumb sometimes too.
Is that dumb?
Yeah.
You would do that. I would do that. Gal, no.
I didn't say we were smart.
No. That's a lie. I'm not dumb enough to bring a gal. Let's leave that there.
Let's just move on. Where are we going to? So the fallout from this battle. Yeah. What does it mean moving forward?
Back to the battle.
What does it mean moving forward? Because
I don't think Drake loses his spot. I don't. In the eye of public opinion, I think Kendrick is now the best rapper alive, but Drake is still the number one rapper, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I felt that before this happened. Right. And I kept saying, well, this is a wedge issue, and society loves wedge issues, right. Whether it's politics, whether it's sports. The reason we love sports so much is because it's the easiest wedge issue. Right. Who can score more points than who? I get it. So my whole thing about that is I didn't think this was going to change what you thought about. No. The only way this could have changed anything is if Drake actually beat Kendrick, and people who are Kendrick fans had to admit that. Because what you said just now, I think that's what everyone thought. Yeah. Drake was the number one rapper, but Kendrick is better than him. This gave Kendrick the numbers.
I don't think people understand something. Number one, to the video that Kari put inside.
Oh, I want to get to that. Oh, you could go to it now, but yeah.
Okay. Rap needs Drake. Without Kendrick, rap is fine. Without Drake, who's behind him? Because J. Cole ain't about to give you no fucking club hits.
And
J. Cole ain't give you no vibes.
And this is what I keep saying. I wish all of them had to reconcile with the fact that Bossman D-Lo will rise like a meteor streaking across the hip-hop skies and become number one. Andrew, talk about this on the radio. Please have people send y'all videos of the concert. You have never seen people go bar for bar, word for word like that. I'm just saying, he is next. And for all of y'all who faking like y'all reading books now, and because y'all niggas ain't reading books, and Kendrick Lamar brought intelligence back to hip-hop. Left pocket full of pink 50s, right pocket got blues in it. Let's go. Bossman D-Lo, number one rapper in hip-hop right now. If y'all getting Drake up out of here, he about to fill the void. Ain't gonna be Kendrick. Y'all ain't gonna see him again till what? Unless he have Drake to talk about, y'all gonna see him, 5 years from now? Okay. I've been here before. I grew up on Outkast, dog.
When did you become this?
What's that?
What you are right now. Now, why are you the way that you're being?
How am I? See, me and Drake are students of hip hop because we enjoy all types of hip hop.
For a full month, you said to me, I'm not no rappy nigga. I don't know rappy. I said, Kari come at me. I said, you gotta stop saying that, Andrew. You know, Nala's not a rappy nigga. I said, okay. I said, I know this nigga. I know his love for Andre 3000, the most rappy nigga in the fucking world. Now he's playing a flute. People change. People change.
Yeah.
God bless. What is his name? D Sound? What's his name?
Don't do that.
What's his name?
Don't be disrespectful like that.
Delight? What's his name?
He's here right now.
Oh, this concert with the City Girl, correct? Is that what we're doing?
Bossman D-Lo.
Are you a City Girl?
I'm not a city girl.
You're pussy pink and yeah?
That's sexy red.
I'm mad you corrected me. Why are you correcting me?
You're not a student of hip hop, and that is all that this is showing.
I'm not a student of brown women booty holes with sex tapes.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Yes, you
are. 100% correct.
Yes, you are.
That's 100% correct.
Who are you trying
That was a lie. Yeah. That was a blatant lie. I don't even know why I said that.
That made no sense. It didn't even feel natural when you said it just now.
I said it, and I was going to apologize, and you caught me in it, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
But all I'm saying is, me and Drake, we just are fans of hip-hop, so that's why Drake could go...
You are a fan of the zeitgeist. You are a fan of what's happening now.
No, that's not true.
Who are you championing right now?
Bossman D-Lo. But see, I don't feel like... And before him, it was real Boston Richie. I ain't gonna lie, Public Housing 2, Heard Our Cause. Before them, it was Lil Baby. It would have been perfect. You know what? Lil Baby and James Harden ruined each other's career. Because Lil Baby
rap definitely ruined the shit.
He was on the trajectory, and he could have stepped right in there to fill this void. when Drake and Kendrick was doing all of this stuff.
I agree.
He was there, and then it tailed off completely.
I fuck a little bit Baby Heavy.
But the hunger ain't done no more.
He don't care no more.
No.
Also, I think he's a little bit slow.
Oh yeah, always.
He's not well.
No, he's just really good at the rappers.
No, he's very good at the rap. Like, he out-rapped Drake.
Yeah, but see, the hunger ain't there no more. That's when the hunger was there. And this is why you got to... this is another reason, and another one of those parallels between Drake and LeBron. You got to respect the fact that dude was up there for so long. I never lost that.
12 summers?
Never lost that.
Yeah. Are we ready to have the conversation? Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. Do you think this is now the greatest battle we've ever seen in our time?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's careless to say this is better than Ether and Takeover.
This beats them on volume alone. This beats them. We were too young to be really fully enthralled in the Pac and Biggie thing at the time. So
Pac and Biggie, yes.
Yeah, right. Retroactively we went back and did like deep dives into it, but at that point, like, I remember when Pac died, I was in grade 6, so you had to be like junior high school. So we wasn't.
To be fair though, Pac didn't leave a lot of mystery. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
No, I just mean
it was a lot of mystery though.
No mystery in terms of that, right? But I just mean in terms of like true hip hop battles, right. Like the back and forth or whatever, who shot you, hit 'em up, that kind of thing. Them two subbing each other in songs, so much reference in Life After Death. And so I think this is the best one, and it's because the gravity of the situation, right? Even in sports, it feels different when you have the number 1 team going against the number 2 team. You're not gonna have the same level of, it's not gonna have the same air of importance if it's number 1 versus number 10. So that's why when Rick Ross was saying whatever he was saying, Rick Ross is better at the social commentary and going on IG because we don't
good at that.
But that has to be his thing because we don't rate you as the number 2 nigga. No. If it was just bars, it's nothing you could do to actually touch Drake.
By the way, the Rick Ross this was terrible. Great beat.
It came and went. Nobody cared about that shit because at that point we just wanted to hear from Kendrick.
I was mad he even released that.
Yeah, it can't be 1 versus 10. This was different because this is 1 versus 2, and that's why Nas and Jay-Z meant something because that's New York 1 and 2.
But the thing I enjoyed with Ross was him perpetually calling Drake white boy. I knew it was a lie. We were looking at Drake's dad. We're like, that's a lie. No, but it was it was just so good.
But to the FBA he's other. He's other. And that's when that conversation came up.
They literally call him a tether.
When that conversation came up, it was bothering me so much because when they say they not like us, y'all realize they talking about all of us, right?
Me, you, Cut, everyone.
They talking about all of us. They saying we don't belong in their shit. So as much as y'all may love hip hop, any Bahamian person who's involved in any American stuff, and you know who my mind first ran on? Oh Jesus, her name escapes me. But the very famous, great lawyer in New York who was on The Breakfast Club.
Lauren, the young girl, yes, brilliant girl with a magnificent
mind. They
the top section,
love her.
Top section of her is
love her content. She's amazing.
She's
right?
Great.
She's great. They love her when they love her so much, right?
Yeah.
But how long before she says something that they don't like and she gets hit with the "you not like us," which I'm sure she gets from the right all the time. But I'm just saying, they're always gonna think that.
She's very, very good, extremely intelligent, but they're doing that to her now.
They're always going to think that.
The Nigerians give her smoke because they're like, oh, you claiming to be Bahamian, but she goes, I claim the Bahamas because I was born and bred in the Bahamas. Like, yeah, I acknowledge my Nigerian side, but now you in the States to where you have to be whatever they need you to be. So we need you to be smart and walk down Mayor Adams. Okay, cool, go do that. Okay, go fetch, go do this. But the minute you come out of pocket with them, I'd be like, oh, well, I think that what Diddy did was wrong. First of all, you're not even black. By the way, if y'all don't know what FBA is, it's fundamental black Americans who believe that black people were in America before the slave trade. They did not come over from Africa. They are not African. And so as far as they're concerned, so let's say Niall has a child in the States, and he lives in the States. He's a child with an American woman.
I did 14 years ago.
There you go. Kaizen, his son, is what they call a tether. He's tethered to America, but he's not fully American. Tariq Nasheed is the most popular person in this pocket, and it's objectively stupid and divisive.
Boy, fuck them niggas. We get all the benefits of that Medicare.
Oh my God.
That in-state tuition fee could be popping with that American passport.
Do you think he brags about that in school?
Who?
Kaizen.
Yes. I've heard him.
Oh, y'all got Bahamian passport? That's wild.
Y'all only got one?
Let me finna get my American passport.
Whenever he going on a baseball
from Florida, that's crazy.
Whenever he going on a baseball trip, he's always doing it. He's be like, which one I need to carry?
Hey, we would have done the same thing.
Yes,
done the exact same thing. You know how bad I wanted like an exotic passport? I'm proud to be Bahamian. But if I also had a British,
shit cool, but
I also had a British passport, oh my God.
Yo, this shit is great, but I would love to just visit. You know how amazing the Bahamas is when you just got to visit?
Spectacular.
What?
The most fun I've ever had was in like Out Islands, where I could be like, I'm not a tourist at all, but like y'all don't know me, so I'm just like, hi, how are you? What's Vitamalt? Okay, yeah, I'll try. Yeah, sure, absolutely. How are you? Okay.
What are you doing to this conch? It's scotch.
Oh, you're scorching it.
Not like the liquor. Scorched. There's an R.
Oh, okay.
I'll have some of that.
Beverly, they're scorching it. How nice. That's great. What is this? A calic? Calic.
Let me have that as well.
Brand fucking do.
Because, okay, the capitalism of this all, we saw what happened to Not Like Us. We saw what happened to Euphoria, Kendrick, 2 songs, well, 3 if we count like that. Billboard charts.
4. Euphoria, 616 in LA.
Oh, that was there too.
Meet the Grams, yeah, and then Not Like Us.
And then Drake had Family Matters on there. So much from this battle. Obviously, you saw the commercial appeal of it because this had everyone by the balls.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy. Well, go on, sorry.
I don't know if you was gonna talk about the same conspiracy theory. Like, could it be possible? And this is me speaking 100% as a Drake fan.
I'm with you.
Could it be possible that this entire thing was just contrived, like wrestling, and the winner of this was predetermined before it ever started? This entire thing contrived for the capitalism of hip hop to succeed, because what were people saying for much of the year before this?
Hip hop did not have a number 1 at all. It was slow.
Not just that. Hip hop is dead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People were saying hip hop is dead. We joked about it on this pod for months. Hip hop is dead. Ain't nothing there.
What's weird to me is why didn't D-Lo, correct? Mm-hmm. Why didn't he bring hip hop like the Phoenix, like raise hip hop to the next level?
No, he did.
He did.
It's just that,
okay.
Yeah, you had to get these people at the way first.
He's performing in Nassau with a city girl, correct?
Give it time. This is how everybody is start.
When
Drake was there with his Air Force Ones.
Never performed in this country a day in his fucking life.
When Drake was there with his Air Force Ones and his cardigans and his backwards hat, and he was just doing his thing, just trying to get signed before Lil Wayne was like, yeah, we could bring you the cash money. Everybody starts from humble beginnings. I want you to realize.
Those are pretty words, but they're performing at the stadium in Nassau.
You would look back on this and you could say, because Bossman D-Lo is a man of the people. You see, he has not been radicalized by the commercialization of hip hop as so many of your favorites have been. He will be, but he has not been as yet.
I truly hope that Bossman D-Lo and JT from City Girls, correct?
They're not together in this.
Oh, well, one of them is, hold on, he brings her in, correct?
I don't think you understood who the headliner of that event was. The flyer was very misleading.
Oh, it's misleading.
The flyer was very misleading.
I've heard of the City Girls.
The most popular.
I've heard of the City Girls.
Where do I want this? She got some other shit she got to worry about right now.
Free that young lady tilts backwards. Don't do that. Leave that Nubian alone. That's a black woman. Free her till it's backwards.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying.
But if that was D-Lo.
Bossman D-Lo. Also known amongst his friends as Big Za.
Is this what you listen to?
Every day.
This is like you in the Kodak Black era. Kodak
Black is a legend. What are you talking about, wait?
Not even literally. Literally not.
Kodak Black is not a legend in hip hop?
Have you seen him recently?
Now, I'm not talking about the misfortune that, listen, that's like you telling me Whitney Houston ain't a legend.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's Whitney though.
No.
Don't do that.
We talking about musical impact. We ain't talking about this. You were asking me if I seen Kodak Black recently because of all his problems that been with this.
The boy can't talk.
Because of this.
Yeah. Sugar booger.
You think Whitney was talking to Dan?
No, but different times.
I'm saying, dog. Like let's
no drink champs. Then.
let's not sit here and discredit the cultural and musical impact of Kodak Black because everybody you see popular right now, they pretty much his sons.
That's a fucking lie. Chief Keef
from the
Chief
South.
Keef gave birth to that.
Chief Keef
was the first to do it.
Chief Keef could be the grandfather.
And by the way, Sosa's a great song.
Yeah,
I know he loves Sosa. I mean, they like Man in the video, but that's an anthem. Anthem.
The homoeroticism, the juvenile homoeroticism in that video was weird.
It was so much hugging.
In the time.
It was so much
Not
hugging.
a single shirt to be found.
None.
For
and they
no
were just
reason.
on top of each other.
Y'all wasn't even working out. Y'all was just home.
I said, y'all are in a mansion that's paid for.
What's happening?
With alcohol that's paid for and not one gal? It is y'all?
If the bitches love Sosa, I would like to see them.
It's all I ask for. Show and prove, Sosa. Like, if I say Nile, John,
Anyway.
False God, all y'all, come over.
Right.
We grilling.
Yeah.
If y'all came over and it was just us, you wouldn't be like, well, this is not like Andrew. He'd have a...
I want to go back to a minute because the fallout of what this means moving forward in the capitalism of it all. You like to take this, and this is why I always go and say, I'm not a rappity rap because I feel like you only respect the rappity raps. You don't respect these other people.
Yes, I do. I do.
Then why are you speaking so begrudgingly on the hype train of Boss Man Dealer right now?
There's no fucking hype train.
In front of your face.
Shut the fuck up.
We are going to go back and play this, and even if it's 2 or 3 months from now, and you are going to be so embarrassed. You will have to capitulate. You will have to capitulate.
I came around to Cardi. I came around to her. I even fuck with Glorilla at this point. Yeah, Glow. Fuck with it heavy.
Her and Boss Man D-Lo got an amazing song in that album. Go listen to Finesse. As soon as we finish this pod, you go listen to Finesse.
No, I won't.
All right. No, you won't.
No, I'm not going to.
I really hope they play it on 103.5 The Beat. Who's BDJ when y'all on?
Melody and Clean Cut.
Melody.
And here's the joke. She loved D-Lo so much. She loved him so much.
Of course she does.
She loved him so much.
I know she was there.
She was like, D-Lo, boy. I was like, okay. Again, for the kids. I'm not mad at the kids.
Big Za?
What?
Big Za.
What's that?
That's his nickname, and it's also his.
You now give me 4 fucking names for this nigga.
And it's also his ad lib when he's about to hop onto the track. You know.
Do that.
Come on now.
Do that.
Big Za. You gotta say it so fast that it's kind of indiscriminate, and you don't really understand what he's saying, but that's how it goes.
Do that.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there.
Those are the rantings of an autistic person. He's not okay. Granted, autistic people are very great, and th're very smart, and they're very talented.
Thank you.
Very, very, very clear.
Kick, save, and a butte, because my God, what are you doing?
I don't know if that transfers into hip hop.
We'll be about to find out.
Eminem autistic as fuck. Never mind. No. Never mind. Yeah. No. Yeah. Great people, but no, I'm not listening to any goddamn D-Lo.
You will. Anyway, I'll let you circle the block. I guarantee you 2 episodes from now we can course correct all of this.
Okay.
Can this exist in the Bahamian music industry?
No.
If we see. We saw how this did so well commercially. It vaulted hip hop above everything else in America. All these white people had to learn about this Kendrick and Drake beef and had to try to figure out ways to talk about this. You mean to tell me we can't do this on a smaller scale in the Bahamian music industry?
Sweet Emily got nominated
Yeah.
to be a female artist of the year amongst Wendy, Patrice Morel, Bo D, and a couple other women. Sweet Emily then went on a rant with news stations. She called the news stations to come down there.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going on a rant saying she does not deserve to be nominated in with these young girls because all she's done for the industry. They should name an award after her.
Mm.
If it's one thing Bahamians are, we are arrogant. We are very arrogant people.
And right there we missed a moment because one of them gals should have dropped a diss track. I feel like if that moment happened now, after they saw how lucrative diss tracks can be, they would drop one. I don't know how. What is it? What do you call it?
Monetize?
Is it Goombay? Is it Calypso? Like, what's the
Calypso, soca, carnival, something?
Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how one disses in that particular genre of music, but I would like to hear it.
You want to hear a soca carnival diss track by Patrice Morel?
She could do like the laugh in the beginning. Ha ha! She called herself Sweet Emily, but it's sour.
What's the it?
I don't know. I told you I only had 8 bars.
That didn't go the way you thought it would go, did it?
So it's because of this.
You're better than that. That's low hanging fruit.
I'm not.
You said you had 8 bars. You got half a bar in. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm not.
Pipsqueak? What are you doing?
All right. I tell you one thing. I ain't never called a nigga pipsqueak in real life.
He said, you wear a size 7 in shoes.
And then that nigga said, I hate everything about you, and you are a plague to the existence of the culture that I love. You are a bad person. You are a bad father. You are a bad son. You are a bad businessman, and you do not deserve to live. That was his response to your shoes small.
Why he hate Drake so much?
Hate him, boy.
I think about it is he hate him while simultaneously saying, go make tracks I can wave my hands to and dance to. Don't talk this other shit to me, son.
Wait, I'll do you one better. Like, we mentioned hit him up earlier, right? Tupac coming out saying, fuck your bitch, and the click you claim, oh, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. That's so easily digestible, and you could rally against that. You can't even rally against all of that shit Kendrick was saying, because that nigga make you have like an introspective moment that, wow, I really am fucked up and empty inside.
Yeah. You got a gambling problem, drinking problem, all this. I was like, why are you talking to him like this?
Why is Kendrick making everybody so sexually conservative and
that's where the hypocrisy comes in.
Why are we letting that be okay?
You spent a double album talking about all. He specifically said he was fucking so many white women. He was like, I was fucking everyone moving. That's why Whitney left. I could not stop fucking.
And apparently all just in missionary.
Come on now.
That's what he having the people believe. I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Apparently, freaky ass niggas gotta stay inside. But after I had like my years of fucking that completely ruined my relationship.
That's like when an old hoe decided.
Anyway, they win. I ain't got nothing to say.
That's like when an old hoe decided to follow Jesus. Like you fucked everyone for 30 years of your life.
And then you want change when it gets right.
When I reach. Why is it always when I reach? I be like, yo, what you saying, man? I see a little while. I'm good, brother. What the fuck? Okay, what's going on? I'm a Christian now, And by the way, come down to church, man. Be better. I said,
why are you changing for me? I don't want you to change for me.
I remember the train they ran on you.
Why are you changing for me?
Don't do that. Don't change for me, baby girl.
Change immediately after me.
Be the filth you were and never stop being that filth. That's who you are. Embrace it.
You don't think if somebody diss Bobo Tino, you don't think if somebody drop a 16 on Bobo Tino, who right now also has a song that got the culture in a chokehold, bar for bar, word for word, tell me you don't know it. You don't know it?
No.
If somebody walk up to you and say they knocking on the door, you won't finish in that line. You know what he says next.
I don't know what you're talking about. I literally don't know. Bobo Tino's a little skinny rasta dude who's talk shit on social media.
Has an amazing song.
What's the song? I never heard it a day in my life.
Normal.
That's what they call normal?
You kidding me?
I on the old lady, I don't know.
And this is why Bahamian music needs a beef. Because all of those people who were not aware of some Drake or...
You forget Sidney Richards Jackson had bars for the young lady who came down from America and had the challenge?
That don't count.
The worst diss record of all time. The absolute worst diss track of all fucking time.
All I say it is, if the game sees all this lucrative stuff that diss track to get you, so he tried to go after Rick Ross. Rick Ross also choosing not to engage, like Drake should have done. Yeah. Choosing not to engage. I'm just saying, if we had 2 Bahamian artists that engaged, then it would get people love drama. We could see this kind of thing happen. So if someone dropped a mean 16 against Bobo Tino, who's very popular at the time, maybe it could do these same kind of numbers on a Bahamian scale.
Who would you want to see go at it?
Why you do that? I don't even know.
I would like to see. I know some of these rappers now. I would like to see Bobo Tino versus Foots. Foots is a very good Bahamian rapper. He's actually very good.
I saw, you know what? I was exposed to a lot of Bahamian hip hop during, now that you mentioned the gal who was beefing with Sydney Patrice Jackson when they did the challenge for her song. Yeah. I saw a lot of those videos.
Foots is good. Also, if it's living or dead,
it has to be living.
It has to be living?
Yeah. I don't know if we have AI, which Taylor made such a mistake, but I don't know. We don't have those capabilities.
I would watch and enjoy Judah the Lion versus Julian Belief. I'd enjoy that. Because if Judah dropped like a whistle track, and he's just like, hey, we now have instrumentals. Judah, shut up and whistle. I know if he don't,
he would have to go against a deaf rapper.
That is the greatest song I've heard in the past 24 hours. That deaf nigga is amazing.
I can't do it.
I can't
do it. That's the show. Cut, we done.